Dumelang.
Good evening and welcome to the Real Talk with the Voice.
What is love? Love is to care for someone deeply because you choose to. You're not obligated to feel that way. You just do. Love doesn't feel the same for everyone every day. But that's also okay. We are now in the month of love. And we are moving closer to Valentine's Day.
And Valentine's Day just puts me back to my young youth day. Let me say that. I'm not that old yet, but still it puts me back to my youth day. You know when it's lekker when you go to school and you get your lekker roosiekie. Next.
Secret admirer.
You know.
Do we still get secret admirers these days?
Do we? No, I don't think so, guys. Like a lucky girl. But LOVE, there's so much to say about love in different ways, people. And tonight, we are giving it all to you.
Tonight, we have two lovebirds who's going to be part of our show, and they're going to tell us their love story.
The interesting thing about tonight, also about our guests, is they're not only going to show us what their love means to them, but what we can also do for our lovebirds, like creating a nice set for them. You know, it's Valentine. Guys, we need to celebrate love. But after this break, when we come back, we will show you what we can do this month with love.
If you're looking for a good time, chill vibes and your car happens to be dirty, come through. Rooftop lounge, class meets classy, baby. We got you covered. 25 Rainbow Crescent headed up, opposite Long Island. Yeah, baby.
I would like to welcome our guest, Mokoena and Felix Mokoena. This is the lovebirds we're going to talk to tonight.
Welcome, guys.
Thank you.
You're good to be here tonight.
Yes, thank you very much.
Thank you so much, man. And you know, firstly let me say thank you for welcoming us here in your beautiful home, this beautiful setup. Oh my goodness, with your beautiful children. You feel so like a taste. Kom ek sê so, ons voel taste vanaand. Sê vir my Felix, hulle sê mos gewoonlik, you know when you have the one. So ek wil weet, wat 'n dag was daai, the one? When did Lee became the one?
Yeah, you know, yeah, it's to your point. It's one of those. A lot of people will say, yeah, you felt butterflies. And
Yes.
you just knew by the tinkling in her eye. Or whatever. But yeah, no, I think in our case it was really God sent,
Lekker.
you know, there was just a settling feeling, and to een lunch date. Ek kan nou vra wat ons eet en sy praat van die reto en die gorro. She might not know a word or two of Sutuma as I would.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, the rest was history. So.
Lekker man. Man, now listen, Lee, when you started talking about the red claw and the one, tell me, how did you know he's the one?
Well, I think you just get that feeling, and for me it was just the butterflies. I'm still getting it after a few years. So yeah, he still does it for me, and I just knew there's just no, for sure. The fire is still on, so yeah. No, I just knew. Definitely.
When you say
And
yes.
it's a blessing.
Oh, thank you. When you say yes, how many years are you guys? Can I say married? Yes, yeah.
Yeah, like, believe it or not, it's 15 years that we're going to be celebrating
Wow.
this year.
Woo!
You know, and I think, you know, a lot of people, especially in our, call it olderdom,
Yes.
age group, you know,
Yeah.
they say, once you've gone past a week, it's an achievement. So if you really look back and you look back at the 15 years, it's quite a milestone.
It is, definitely.
We've known each other for about 17, 18 odd years, but under God's blessings and protection, 15 years in marriage this year. On the 29th of November, if I may. showed that I still remember.
Wow, well done, guys.
Guys, that's awesome. Like you say, in today's time, we don't really find that. And like you said, it's just by God's grace.
No, for sure.
And this is now my question. Lee, can you still remember that day when Felix asked for your hand in marriage? Did he go on his one knee? Did he, what special way did he have of asking you?
Okay, let me go back. So
Look at Felix smile.
it's still a moment. So I clearly remember, like that November, Felix went to my dad, or actually he said to me, listen, I think it's time to move in together. And I was like, are you crazy? From Malton? No. And he was like, no, we can just go ask, you know. So we went, that was the November. We went to go ask, that was end of 2007. And my dad just gave, you know, the whole story about, no, it's fine, as long as you're not going to waste the time. But yeah, here's my blessing. So yeah, and that was something new to me, because it was, for me, it was a no-go. So that January 2008, we moved in together, and Felix's birthday was on the 8th of Jan. So obviously we're in a new place, moved in together, you know, everything was just new, and yeah. And then that weekend, we had your birthday celebration and a housewarming together. And then voila, Felix proposed and he popped the question.
Oh,
And yeah, that November, we got married on the 29th of November. So yeah.
Yeah, I was still at
So,
that wedding.
but-
We had a very beautiful wedding.
Oh, yes, yeah. It just feels like yesterday.
Yeah.
So yeah, I didn't expect it, you know. So it was a lot, it was the moving in together, it was, yeah. So yeah, it was just, and we said, okay, 9 months. We decided on a date, and we got married that November. So yeah.
Yeah, but you know what, Shelly, they say when you're on a high, you must ride that wave. So I thought, okay, there's no meer verjaarsdag. There was a paar, I really have to say, special friends that were there, the right crowd. I remember actually I called my best man, who, well, happened to be my best man at our wedding, about a week before then. And I knew he was going to come through for my birthday. And I said, hey, Victor, Pizza was his name. And I said, brah, I'm calling it. Sure. I'm calling it, brah. Up until that very same, it was on a Saturday, my birthday. Up until that Saturday, he was still like asking me, "Are you sure you're gonna?" I remember we were standing in the garage, and you know, he was like, he says, "But it's your birthday, so the whole attention is gonna be away from your birthday." I said, "Look, it's special enough. It's right enough. It felt right, and yeah, and I think that's why of all the dates that I would never forget is that on my birthday was actually the date.
It's
She said yes.
Let's push it twice. But no more now. We can push it once.
beautiful love story in this month of love.
Definitely.
So, do you still celebrate Valentine's Day? I mean, married for 15 years, sometimes people forget about that day. Other people don't even believe in Valentine's Day anymore. But how about you?
I think with us, the culture is we love to celebrate. Whether it's a birthday, whether it's Christmas, whether it's Valentine's Day, we make means to celebrate. And we don't just take it for granted. So yeah, we do celebrate, whether it's a breakfast, whether it's lunch, whether it's supper, whether it's a weekend away. But yeah, the culture in this house, we celebrate.
Yeah. And then you need that constant reminding, I suppose, you know. To Lee's point, there's a lot of things that have just been watered down. And I think that's really, as you water it down, so are you watering down the love for each other as well. So we really try and strive. It's not always easy because I mean nowadays you've got kids involved and everything else. They also feel that you should buy them gifts for Valentine's. So I'm competing with 2 minions in my house right now. But no, really, we try and celebrate as much of the moments as possible, including Valentine's. Yeah.
And to add to that, Charlene, I'm a firm believer. I always say a marriage is like a car. You need to service it. You need to take care of it. You need to. It's a job on its own. You can't just let it go. So I think, and it's working for us.
Oeh, hier gebeur nou goeders hier so, like gedagtes in my hart. Like vir my, ek gaan binnekort weer geneem.
Let's put that down.
Dankie vir die blessing.
Altyd.
Dis op my pad om vir die blessing. And what I would like to know from you guys, it's 15 years. Say for the first, in the beginning when you met each other, you were these people. And as you grow old together, what did you improve in the marriage? What is your specialty? What is your magic? What did you improve on growing together? Growth from both sides, you as a person, your inner self.
Yeah.
Can I go
You can
first?
go. Yeah. that's-
Okay, Felix is a very calm aura, you know, and I'm always, you know, he'll shout and he'll be up there, and he'll be like, "Are you done?" You know, and I must say that it really changed me. I had no choice but to change for the better and to change for the best, you know. So I see that as, for me, that's something that I just love about Felix.
Nice.
He's got this calmness around him, you know. I even see it with the girls. It's just bubbly and, you know, it's just all over the show. And Felix is just like so calm and collective, and he just carries on. And I must say, I really, that's one thing I love about it.
Oh, lekker. Lekker, man. Yes.
Did you see how she
Myself and Lee took that step to say we're going to learn this together. I don't know any wiser, neither do you. You're going to trip and fall, you're going to get up and fall maybe 20 more times, but we're going to do this together. And I think that's really been what I've seen year in, year out in our marriage. Is we'll reflect back on shucks, nonsense wat ons aangevangen het 10 jaar. Argumente wat ons gehad het 10 jaar. Or stupid goed wat ons argue het 10 jaar. Which you come to a sense now to say, you know what, it's not worth it to react in that way. And that's been part of the growth, you know, to answer your question is I've seen us really grow literally every day, every week, every year. So.
And I must say, I'm so proud of you, Lee.
My
cousin, I'm really proud of Lee because when we were still in our busy times, this one was not easy. This one,
He's always the quiet
that was a tough cookie. Oh my goodness.
I knew exactly what I wanted.
And the last thing I wanted to ask you, why lag van jou? Wat is dat dit onder van die eerste keer dat jy het geworden?
Nah, listen, it creeps into parts of your body that you can't explain. I mean, I remember one of my first jobs when I arrived in Bloom, I had a stint in the medical sort of repping pharmaceutical space. And one of my bosses then said, what is it that you so love about me? I said, there's that skreeuende lach. It's so addictive. It's just so infectious, and you just want to laugh.
Yeah, even if you didn't want to laugh, but you will laugh.
You just want to laugh. And really, Kim, I think that's really one of the traits and the special characters that you won't get anyway.
Yes.
No, I'm very proud of you guys.
I listened to you talking about everybody has different blueprints sometimes, né? So I'm going to ask all of us a question around the table. I want to know you. Can't I interview them also? Ek gaan nou gaan en dan gaan ek terug 'n bietjie terug gaan en kyk na Kijk, soos Lisa, mommy en haar daddy is ook 'n baie groot voorbeeld vir ons. I think their love is so beautiful, man. Look how old they are, man. And I said, oh, Malton, hy loop nou en dan nog met die voet om vir 'n bietjie jong te hou. Hoor jy? So 'n bietjie oefeninge, jy sal hom kry. Maar as van ons so groot mense wat regtig baie lank saam by mekaar is, they also made their own rules about what marriage should be and hoe die lewe moet wees. But I want to know, is dit reg? Is dit hoe dit moet werk vir ons se kinders se lewens vorentoe? Moet ons 'n footprint vir ons kinders het om in te loop? Or do you think they should choose their own way of how to describe love or their marriage? What do you guys think?
For me, yeah, they can choose their own way, but I'm a firm believer of setting an example. They should know what love is. They should see love. They should see respect. They should see, so there's nothing wrong with that. However, they can choose their own, but I think for us as a couple, as parents, we strive to set that example, whether how they perceive it or how they take it. At the end, it's their choice, but I just think to set the example.
It's all about the foundation.
Yes.
For them. I mean, if they see love, feel love, learn love at home, then they'll know exactly what to look out for when they get outside. These days, there's so many broken homes, and broken homes mostly leads to broken homes, and so it goes on. So yes, it's good to just set that foundation, a healthy foundation at home, and yes, our kids will have better lives even. Better than us.
Yeah, especially if you have people that you look up to.
Yes,
Definitely. Remember, it's difficult actually for me to really answer that question from my side, because I'm a single mom, and my kids are staying with me. So it's how they look at me is a parent. They take me as they forever everything. So it's a bit difficult because okay, there are people outside. Maybe they are looking at, but they don't really talk about other people. So we don't have that conversation really as to what would you like to do when you get married, which wife do you would like to have in your life, and what exactly are you looking at in future with a family. So it's a bit difficult.
And I think, again, honestly, in my case, it's once again one of those God sayings. I've got parents that have been married for 44 years, 5th of October 1979, and for the longest time, you can attest to this. My mom always calls my dad Sweetie. My dad always calls my mom Poppy. And for the longest time, growing up, I thought those were their names. You know, because up until this day, you can pick up the phone now. Doesn't matter what they argued about, coffee or sugar, no milk, whatever this morning, but there'll always be that Sweetie, Poppy, and that's really, I think, to Lee's point, the sort of foundation and the fundamentals that I've said. If anything, with my kids, seeing how I've been to their mother is what they can take forward. And yes, the partners that they meet might be different characters and come from different upbringings or whatever, and that might change their path. But to Shay's point, if the foundation is laid solidly, I don't think in any way in the world where you go, a house does not get built by first digging a foundation. That's whether you're in China or in US Strait or whatever, that's what the house starts off with. And that's really what I think, every night you pray that at least your children see that in you. Bar the millions of mistakes that we make in front of them or behind them. But if ever there's one thing that they can take, it should be that, to say, love each other, respect each other, and the rest will follow.
I have a second question for the table. Oh, tonight, it's for everybody. We're talking about
No
love.
one's asking you questions.
Exactly.
Just saying.
I'm asking you guys tonight. It's love, guys. I have a lot of questions about love. So one time I listened to a preacher who said that the song that Whitney Houston wrote, "The Greatest Love." He disagreed with Whitney Houston because he said that the greatest love that you get is from God. Nobody has a problem with that. Nobody has a problem. So I'm going to ask you guys. So the greatest love is through God, but if I love myself, then I can start loving somebody else. And if I can't start loving myself, so I don't see the wrong in the song. So I don't know about you guys. So greatest love for me, or unconditional love, starts with yourself. You need to love yourself unconditionally yourself, and then you can love somebody else. Do you guys agree with me or disagree?
Everything starts with you.
Yeah.
If you respect yourself, you'll be able to respect another person. If you love yourself, you will be able to love another person as well. But everything starts here with you.
Right. Tell me, Felix, any last words for us before we leave?
Yeah, look, Lady B, I think this has really been super special. And I think more than anything, you know, it's moments and platforms such as these that really bring about real talk to the table. And I think my only really request, plead, ask more than anything would be that such initiatives should be supported even more.
Thank you so
Well done,
much.
guys.
Thank you.
Thank you, Lee.
Lovely having you guys.
Yeah.
Thank you for tuning in. See you next week.
Yeah.
Let's talk.
Hariboe.
Kom ons praat.